The following morning, the mansion was unusually peaceful. Golden rays of sunlight streamed through the large windows, bathing the living room in a warm glow. Outside, birds chirped cheerfully in the garden, while the scent of freshly watered flowers drifted through the open windows. Bella had already finished most of her morning chores before anyone else came downstairs. She carefully arranged fresh flowers in a crystal vase and placed them in the center of the dining table. Mommy Rose walked into the dining room carrying a tray of hot tea. "My daughter," she said with a smile, "you've been awake since before sunrise." Bella laughed softly. "I couldn't sleep. So I thought I might as well make myself useful." Mommy Rose shook her head affectionately. "One day, you'll learn that even hardworking people need rest." Bella smiled. "I'm trying, Mommy Rose." Before they could continue talking, Elena came running downstairs with excitement written all over her face. "Auntie Bella." Bella immediately turned around. "My princess." Elena hugged her tightly. "I have wonderful news." Bella pretended to be surprised. "Oh really? What happened?" "Our school is organizing Family Fun Day next Saturday." Bella smiled. "That sounds exciting." "It is. There will be games, music, dancing, food, and even a parents versus children football match." Mommy Rose laughed. "That sounds like a proper Nigerian school event." Elena nodded excitedly. "It will be the best day ever." She suddenly became serious. "But..." Bella noticed the change in her expression. "What is it?" "Our teacher said every child should come with their family." Bella gently held her shoulders. "You'll have your daddy." Elena smiled a little. "I know. But I hope he'll actually come." Bella looked into the little girl's eyes. "I'm sure he'll try." Elena sighed. "Daddy is always busy." Just then, Nathan entered the dining room. "I heard my name." Everyone turned toward him. "Good morning, sir," Bella greeted politely. "Good morning." Nathan noticed Elena's thoughtful expression. "My princess. What's wrong?" Elena walked over to him. "Daddy. Our school is having Family Fun Day next Saturday." Nathan smiled. "That sounds nice." "It is. Will you come?" Nathan paused. For a brief moment, he remembered the meetings already scheduled for next weekend. His assistant had arranged appointments with investors from Port Harcourt. He looked at Elena's hopeful face. She wasn't asking for a gift. She wasn't asking for money. She only wanted her father beside her. Nathan gently knelt in front of her. "When exactly is it?" "Saturday. 10 o'clock in the morning." Nathan thought carefully. Then he smiled. "I'll be there." Elena's face immediately lit up. "Really?" Nathan nodded. "I promise." She threw her arms around him. "Thank you, Daddy." Bella smiled quietly as she watched the father and daughter embrace. Nathan looked up and noticed Bella smiling. Without realizing it, he smiled back. Later that morning, Nathan arrived at the office earlier than usual. As soon as he entered, his personal assistant hurried toward him. "Good morning, sir." "Morning. I finalized next Saturday's schedule." Nathan placed his briefcase on the desk. "Good." His assistant handed him a file. "The investors from Port Harcourt confirmed the meeting." Nathan opened the file before speaking calmly. "Reschedule it." His assistant looked surprised. "Sir." Nathan looked up. "I won't be available on Saturday morning. Move the meeting to the afternoon." The assistant hesitated. "They specifically requested 10 o'clock. Nathan closed the file. "Then offer them lunch after the meeting." "But my morning is no longer available." The assistant nodded. "Yes, sir." As she walked away, She couldn't help wondering what could possibly be more important than a multi-million naira business meeting. Back at the mansion, Bella was helping Alena complete her homework. The little girl suddenly looked up. Auntie Bella. Yes. Do you think Daddy will really come? Bella smiled. Has your daddy ever broken a promise to you? Alena thought for a moment. No. Bella gently tapped her nose. Then trust him. Alena smiled again. I will. That afternoon, Nathan's mother received a phone call from an old friend. She sat quietly on the veranda while speaking. Yes. I'm still at Nathan's house. She smiled. No. I'm not returning today. I'm enjoying my stay. She laughed softly. Actually, I've met someone very interesting. Her friend sounded curious. Who? Nathan's mother looked toward the garden, where Bella was helping Alena plant flower seedlings. A young lady. My granddaughter's nanny. There was a brief pause. Her friend laughed. You sound impressed. I am. I haven't seen someone with such humility in a long time. Her friend teased her. Careful. You sound like you've already adopted her. Nathan's mother smiled quietly. Perhaps my heart already has. She ended the call with a thoughtful expression. That evening, rain began falling heavily across Lagos. Dark clouds covered the sky, and loud thunder echoed through the neighborhood. Alena hated thunderstorms. As soon as the lightning flashed, she ran downstairs. Auntie Bella. Bella immediately opened her arms. It's okay. I'm here. Another loud clap of thunder shook the windows. Alena buried her face in Bella's shoulder. I'm scared. Bella gently rubbed her back. There's nothing to fear. It's only rain. Nathan walked into the living room just in time to see Bella comforting Alena. He smiled softly. You still don't like thunderstorms? Alena shook her head. No. Nathan sat beside them. When I was your age, I used to hide under my mother's bed whenever it rained. Alena looked surprised. You? Nathan laughed. Yes. I was just as frightened as you. His mother, who had just entered the room, burst into laughter. That's true. You would cry until I carried you. Nathan smiled sheepishly. Mom. You didn't have to expose me. Everyone laughed. Even Alena forgot about the storm for a moment. Bella watched the family with quiet happiness. Outside, the rain continued pouring. Inside, however, the mansion was filled with warmth, laughter, and a sense of belonging that none of them had felt in years. As Bella looked around the room, she silently thanked God. She had come into the mansion believing she was only accepting another job. But somewhere along the journey, without planning it, without expecting it, she had found something much greater than employment. She had found a family that was slowly healing together. And although none of them could yet see what the future held, the story of Nathan, Alena, Bella, and everyone under that roof was only just beginning. The following morning, Lagos looked fresh after the overnight rainfall. The trees glistened under the bright morning sun, and the compound smelled of wet earth and blooming flowers. Bella was standing on the balcony outside Elena's room, watering the potted plants one by one. She smiled as tiny droplets of water sparkled on the leaves. Just then, she heard a familiar little voice behind her. Auntie Bella. Bella turned around. My princess. Alena rubbed her sleepy eyes before hugging Bella tightly. I had another dream. Bella laughed softly. You're becoming the queen of dreams. Alena giggled. I dreamed that Daddy was teaching me how to ride a bicycle. Bella smiled warmly. That sounds like a beautiful dream. But... Alena frowned. I kept falling. Bella gently brushed the little girl's hair away from her face. And what happened after you fell? Daddy picked me up every time. Bella smiled. Then that's the most important part. Elena looked confused. It is. Bella nodded. In life, everyone falls. What matters is having people who help you stand again. Elena thought about those words for a moment before smiling. Like you. Bella kissed her forehead. And your daddy. And grandma. And mommy Rose. Elena nodded happily. I have many people. Yes. You are surrounded by people who love you. Downstairs, Nathan was already dressed for work. He sat quietly at the dining table reading through a financial report while sipping his coffee. His mother walked into the room carrying a small Bible. She smiled when she saw him. You've started working already. Nathan looked up. I only wanted to check a few documents. She shook her head playfully. My son. One day, these papers will run away from you. Nathan laughed. I doubt that. She sat opposite him. Have breakfast first. The company can wait. Nathan smiled. I'm beginning to think everyone in this house has formed an alliance against me. Just then Bella entered with Elena. Mommy Rose followed closely behind carrying breakfast. Bella laughed. Maybe because everyone cares about you, sir. Nathan looked around the table. His mother. Bella. Mommy Rose. Elena. They all looked at him expectantly. He finally raised both hands in surrender. Fine. I'll eat. Everyone laughed. Mommy Rose proudly served hot akara, pap, boiled eggs, and freshly baked bread. The smell alone made Nathan realize how hungry he actually was. As they ate together, Elena suddenly remembered something. Daddy. Nathan looked at her. Yes, princess. Our class teacher said we should bring something for career day. Nathan smiled. What do you want to take? Elena thought carefully. I want to tell everyone my daddy owns a company. Nathan laughed. You can. But remember, a person's job doesn't make them important. It's their character. Bella smiled quietly. Those words sounded very familiar. Nathan looked toward Bella. She smiled politely. He suddenly remembered hearing almost the exact same lesson while Bella was encouraging Elena a few days earlier. Without realizing it, some of Bella's values had already begun influencing the entire household. After breakfast, Nathan prepared to leave. As he walked toward the door, Bella called after him. Sir. Nathan turned around. Yes. Bella hesitated slightly. I almost forgot. She walked over and handed him a neatly packed lunchbox. Nathan looked surprised. I thought Mommy Rose already packed breakfast. Bella smiled. She did. But she also noticed you've been walking through lunch recently. So, we prepared this. Nathan looked at the lunchbox before looking back at Bella. You didn't have to. Bella smiled warmly. We wanted to. Nathan felt an unfamiliar warmth spread through his heart. He accepted it. Thank you. I'll actually eat it. Mommy Rose laughed from the kitchen. You'd better. We'll ask for evidence. Nathan chuckled. I've officially lost all authority in this house. Elena quickly hugged him. No, Daddy. You're still the boss. Bella laughed. Only outside the kitchen. Everyone burst into laughter once again. At the office, Nathan couldn't stop thinking about the morning. As he unpacked the lunchbox later that afternoon, his secretary happened to walk into his office. She smiled. Sir. Someone packed lunch for you? Nathan nodded. Yes. She looked surprised. I've worked with you for almost 5 years. This is the first time I've seen you bring homemade food. Nathan smiled faintly. So have I. When he opened the lunchbox, he found neatly arranged jollof rice, grilled chicken, steamed vegetables, and a small handwritten note tucked beneath the lid. It read, "Please don't skip your lunch today. A healthy leader makes better decisions. Bella and Mommy Rose." Nathan couldn't help smiling. He folded the note carefully and placed it inside his wallet instead of throwing it away. His secretary noticed the smile on his face. "Sir, you seem very happy today." Nathan looked out through the office window. "I think I'm finally remembering what home feels like." Meanwhile, back at the mansion, Bella was helping Alena prepare a small presentation for Career Day. Alena stood confidently in the middle of the sitting room. Bella clapped her hands. "All right. Let's practice again." Alena cleared her throat dramatically. "Good morning, everyone. My name is Alena Nathan." Bella immediately laughed. "You sound like a television presenter." Alena giggled. "I've been practicing." Mommy Rose sat nearby pretending to be the teacher. "We are listening." Alena smiled proudly. "My daddy is a businessman. My grandma says he's hardworking. My auntie Bella says he's kind. My mommy Rose says he forgets to eat." Everyone burst into uncontrollable laughter. Bella covered her mouth. "Oh my goodness." Mommy Rose wiped tears from her eyes. "That child has exposed him completely." Nathan's mother laughed so hard she had to remove her glasses. "And what do you say about him?" Alena smiled sweetly. "I say, he's the best daddy in the whole world." The room suddenly became quiet. Nathan had just walked through the front door in time to hear those words. He hadn't intended to come home early. A meeting had been cancelled unexpectedly. He stood there silently. His eyes rested on Alena. Then on Bella. Then on his mother. For the first time in many years, he realized success wasn't measured by contracts, luxury cars, or company profits. Success was standing in the doorway of a home where laughter greeted you before words ever could. Without anyone noticing, Nathan silently whispered a prayer. "Thank you, Lord, for giving my daughter happiness again." And he glanced toward Bella, who was laughing with Alena. "For sending the right people into our lives at exactly the right time." Outside, the evening sun slowly disappeared beyond the Lagos skyline. Inside the mansion, another beautiful chapter of healing quietly unfolded, one filled with hope, gratitude, and the gentle reminder that sometimes, the greatest blessings arrive when we least expect them. A gentle silence settled over the mansion after Nathan's heartfelt prayer. No one heard the words he whispered. No one knew the gratitude filling his heart. He simply stood there for another moment, watching Bella laugh as Alena proudly continued practicing her Career Day presentation. Nathan smiled to himself before quietly clearing his throat. Everyone turned toward him. "Daddy." Alena ran straight into his arms. "I didn't know you were home already." Nathan lifted her effortlessly. "My meeting ended earlier than expected." Alena grinned. "That's good. Because I want to practice my presentation with you too." Nathan laughed. "So now I have homework." Bella smiled. "It seems so, sir." Nathan looked at her playfully. "I thought only Alena had teachers." Bella chuckled. "Today, you're my student." Everyone burst into laughter. Alena climbed onto a small stool in the middle of the sitting room. She folded her hands behind her back just as Bella had taught her. Bella clapped softly. "All right, princess. Imagine we're all your classmates." Alena nodded confidently. "My name is Alena Nathan. I'm 8 years old. My favorite subject is English language. My favorite color is pink. My favorite food is Daddy's jollof rice." She suddenly paused. Everyone looked confused. Nathan laughed. "Hold on. When did I start cooking jollof rice?" Elena giggled loudly. I forgot. It's Mommy Rose's jollof rice. Mommy Rose laughed proudly. That's better. I was beginning to wonder when Sir entered my kitchen. Everyone laughed again. Bella smiled. It's okay. That's why we practice. Elena nodded. Can I start again? Nathan smiled. Of course. Even great speakers make mistakes. Elena took a deep breath. My daddy says mistakes help us learn. Nathan smiled proudly. I do say that. She started again. This time she spoke confidently from beginning to end. When she finished, everyone applauded. Nathan walked over and kissed her forehead. I'm proud of you. Elena beamed with happiness. That evening, Nathan's mother invited Bella to join her for tea on the veranda. The sun was beginning to set, painting the Lego sky with beautiful shades of orange and gold. Bella carefully placed the teapot on the table. Nathan's mother smiled. Sit down, my daughter. Bella obeyed respectfully. For a few moments, they simply admired the peaceful evening. Finally, Nathan's mother spoke. Do you know? Bella looked at her. Many years ago. My son wasn't always this serious. Bella listened attentively. Nathan's mother smiled as old memories flooded back. When Nathan was in secondary school, he was the funniest person in the house. He laughed over the smallest things. He was always teasing his cousins. Bella smiled. Really? Oh yes. There was one day he climbed our mango tree. Bella laughed softly. What happened? He wanted to prove he wasn't afraid of heights. Bella smiled. Did he succeed? Nathan's mother burst into laughter. He got stuck. Bella covered her mouth, trying not to laugh. He couldn't come down. He stayed there for almost an hour. Bella laughed. Seriously? Very seriously. His father had to bring a ladder. Bella couldn't stop laughing. I can't imagine Sir Nathan in that situation. Nathan's mother smiled warmly. Neither can anyone who knows him today. Her smile slowly faded. Life changed him. Bella nodded quietly. It changes everyone. Nathan's mother looked toward the garden. After everything he went through, he stopped trusting people. He stopped laughing. He buried himself in work. She turned toward Bella. But lately, I've started seeing my son again. Bella lowered her eyes. I'm happy to hear that. Nathan's mother smiled knowingly. I believe you have something to do with it. Bella immediately shook her head. No, Ma. I haven't done anything. You've done more than you realize. Bella smiled politely but remained silent. At that same moment, Nathan was walking downstairs after finishing a work call. As he passed near the veranda, he unintentionally overheard the conversation. He stopped. Not wanting to interrupt, he remained quietly behind the open doorway. Nathan's mother continued speaking. My son has carried pain in his heart for years. He never allowed anyone close. But now, I see peace returning to him. Bella spoke gently. Ma. Sir Nathan is a good man. He deserves happiness. Nathan's mother nodded. He does. Bella continued. And Princess Elena deserves to grow up in a home filled with love. Nathan's mother looked at Bella carefully. You care about them very much. Bella smiled softly. How could I not? They've treated me with kindness. Princess Elena has become like a little sister to me. And everyone in this house has made me feel welcome. Nathan's mother reached across the table and gently squeezed Bella's hand. Never lose that beautiful heart. Bella smiled. I won't. Nathan quietly stepped away before either of them noticed he had been there. As he walked back toward his study, Bella's words echoed in his mind. Sir Nathan is a good man. He deserves happiness. For years, no one had ever spoken about him that way. Not because of his money. Not because of his success. But because of who he was. The realization touched him deeply. The following afternoon, the mansion became unusually busy. The security guard informed Mommy Rose that several visitors had arrived. Who are they? Mommy Rose asked. They said they are from Princess Eleanor's school. Mommy Rose looked surprised. From the school? Yes. They are waiting outside. Nathan, who happened to be working from home that day, stepped into the living room. What is it? Mommy Rose explained. Sir. Some visitors from Eleanor's school are here. Nathan frowned slightly. Did they mention why? No, sir. They only said it's important. Nathan nodded. Please show them in. A few moments later, 3 neatly dressed staff members entered the mansion. One of them smiled warmly. Good afternoon, Mr. Nathan. Nathan shook hands with them. Good afternoon. Please have a seat. After everyone settled down, the head teacher spoke. First of all, we are sorry for arriving without prior notice. Nathan smiled politely. You're welcome. What can I do for you? The head teacher smiled. We actually came because of Princess Elena. Nathan's expression became serious. Is everything alright? The teacher immediately smiled. Oh yes. Everything is perfectly alright. In fact, we came with wonderful news. Nathan relaxed slightly. What kind of news? The teacher opened a neatly sealed envelope. After reviewing the academic performance, leadership qualities, and overall conduct of every pupil in the lower primary section, she smiled proudly. The school management has unanimously selected Princess Elena as this year's junior ambassador. Nathan looked surprised. Junior ambassador? The teacher nodded. Yes. She will represent the school during educational outreach programs, inter-school competitions, and children's leadership events across Lagos State. Mommy Rose gasped with excitement. Bella's eyes widened. Nathan's mother smiled proudly. The teacher continued. It is one of the highest honors we give to any pupil. And we believe Elena deserves it. At that exact moment, Elena walked into the living room carrying one of her storybooks. She looked around in confusion. Daddy, who are these people? The teacher smiled warmly. There she is. Our newest junior ambassador. Elena blinked several times. Me. The room erupted into applause. Bella felt tears gathering in her eyes as she watched the little girl stand there in complete disbelief. Nathan slowly walked over to his daughter, knelt beside her, and wrapped her in a warm embrace. My princess. I've always believed you were born to shine. Little did anyone know. This special recognition for Elena was only the beginning of even greater opportunities waiting just around the corner.